It's a Drifting with the All-Stars flashback as we watch a veteran mentor in the student seat see how he rose to the rank of instructor in this week's episode. What is drifting? Putting your car into a power slide while maneuvering precisely. Developed over a decade ago in the mountain passes of Japan, it is art at the edge of control. Not many have mastered the art of drifting. Drifting with the All-Stars pairs amateur drivers with professional drivers to teach them advanced racing techniques. The pros come from various disciplines in the racing world. After a crash course in drifting, there will be 3 portions of the track for the students to conquer. The first is the slalom section, where they have to weave through cones without knocking them over. Next is the grip section, where students manage speed and technique to go through twists and turns as quickly as possible. The final portion will be the infamous drift section, where students have to burn rubber and put their cars sideways through each turn. The driver who scores the best time will earn the right to say they've drifted with the All-Stars.
Welcome to another fabulous edition of Drifting with the All-Stars. I'm Beth Hagendorf, and I'm here in Apple Valley, California at Grange Motor Circuit. Drifting with the All-Stars is a unique television show where we take 2 student drivers and have the All-Star drifters teach them how to drift around the racetrack. This episode's a little different. I have a celebrity co-host who is the co-founder of Tap Out and is a huge enthusiast in the autocross and road racing world. Scrape is going to introduce us to our first student driver.
Thank you, Beth. All right, we're here with our first student driver, Bill Speed, in his amazing 94 Chevy S10 truck. Bill, tell us a little bit about this truck. It looks like, to me, it's a drifter.
Well, it's not a drifter. It's an autocross and road course racer. But I went out drifting last Halloween, and I had too much fun, and I'm here to try it and try to learn drifting. It's a Black Widow truck. It showcases my mufflers, which we're coming out here next year. And just see if I can drift this thing.
Well, are you ready to meet your all-star driver?
Absolutely. Who do we got?
Kyle Mohan. Kyle, get out here.
Yeah.
Kyle is a very accomplished, accomplished Formula D.
Oh wow.
A Formula D drift driver. He's done a lot of stunt driving for Fast and Furious type movies. Since the inaugural season of drifting, he's been around. Got his own shop, got his race cars. He's out here going to teach you how to get this thing sideways around the track.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's go.
All right, let's go out. Fun.
Yeah.
Drifting with the All-Stars is being brought to you by Grid Autosports. Pre-order Grid Autosport now to get the Black Edition available June 24th. And by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. And by Steel Rubber, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. And by Borla, the world's most winning exhaust.
One of the first mistakes most of the people make on this course is it looks like it's going to be a fast corner, but it usually gets decreasing and tighter and tighter and tighter. So you don't want to just blast into the corners. Like I said, with the brake setup on this truck, we're probably going to want to do most of our braking in a straight line, turn in, and then throttle on exit. And the same can be done in the drifting. Turn in nice and smooth, and then use the gas to break those rear tires loose. Obviously in the grip section, we don't want to be drifting. There's nothing to be gained, and it's going to be slower. So we want to keep the brake and the tires loose to the drift zone, and the grip over here, and we should be good. This drift zone, which I'll talk you through right here, the first 2 turns are pretty similar. Nice, S turn right, S turn left, but if you notice, this left then continues into a decreasing radius.
It does have a little straightaway right there.
Yep, and the big mistake people are making is they're nailing the gas into this last drift turn.
And they're getting 2 sideways before the next turn.
2 sideways before the turn. So I almost, recommend tiptoeing up into that corner and then just laying some laying it on the exit.
Okay.
And if you notice the final turn, you can see it from here, is actually an off-camber. And it's really tight, one of the tightest. So again, you just want to watch your throttle control, make sure you get that thing pointed straight, nail the gas. Do I need to let it warm up at all?
No.
There we go. All right, ready?
Ready.
slalom here, taking it nice and easy. And then we've obviously got our first straightaway. I got it. And this is one of those decreasing radiuses right here. So we got to be really careful, nice and smooth, but then you got a short straightaway. You got to be really careful on your brakes. Wow, this truck's got some power, Bill. So nice and tight through here, let it drift out. And then nice straight line braking, tight turn. And then this is another one of those decreasing radius turns. You got to be careful, almost a double apex, bring it out, and then nice in, and then you just kind of bring it in nice and tight around here because it's a long sweeper. And now we're going to be entering the drift zone. So this is where the drifting starts, you know, and just go ahead and turn it in and
I never really drifted so much until that day with Kyle. And then Kyle, when he got in my truck, okay, that's the first time I got my truck, I felt my truck hit that sideways. And I learned something immediately from him from that, absolutely.
You know, stay calm out there. Sometimes slower is actually faster. Want to be careful of these cones, no deductions.
Yeah.
Make sure to do your braking very gently in a straight line. The truck doesn't seem to want to turn and brake.
Yeah.
And then use that throttle in the drift section. I think we got this.
Okay.
All right, so nice and easy through the slalom here. Very nice. Very nice. Now get it into second gear. Now slow down. We've got a decreasing radius here, so stay wide and then pinch in. Right, now you want to get over to the right here and then brake and turn in. Very nice, very nice. This is going to be a fast sweeper, so just a little bit of brake, nice into the straightaway, very nice. This one's going to be a pretty slow right turn. And remember, this is a double apex, so you kind of got to come up, over, out, and then back in. And then you've got a slow left here. Really, really doing nice out here. Nice job, Bill. Now we're entering our drift section, so a little more aggression, a little more throttle. Nice, nice. Very nice. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. A little bit of brake, maybe try that e-brake a little. Oh! Woo! That's the power right there. All right, now remember this is an off-camber corner, so nice and easy through here. Pretty difficult. Yeah. And then kick going. And then brake down for this final turn. That's pretty awesome, Bill. All right, so that was a really good first lap out there.
Thank you.
Almost a little over-aggressive in the slalom, maybe a little bit smoother through the slalom.
Smoother. Yeah, it's pushing really bad.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So
got my
maybe,
drift tires on.
Yep, it's all right. Just try to stay nice and calm. And the one thing I would say is on some of the sweeping turns, remember to get to the outside of the track and then back into the apex.
For the apex, yeah.
Yep, but I
so
know
you cut it on a...
Exactly. I know you're still learning the track and the car, so
first time around the track.
that was a good job for your first lap out.
Thank you. Woo!
Okay lap. A little better.
All right.
All right.
All right, nice and smooth through the slalom here. Yep, exactly. So, you got a cone, that's all right. Yep, now stay wide, all the way around, now pinch in. And see, you could even wait longer to get this final apex. Very nice, stay wide, brake, turn in, very nice. On this one, go ahead and stay to the outside and then come into the inside here. Very nice. All the way back out, brake, and then turn right. Remember, this is your double apex here, so you've got a double right-hander. Very nice, great car control. Nice smooth left, and then we're gonna be into that drift zone. Very nice, so here we have the drift zone. Go ahead and get yourself broke, a little e-brake, get on that gas, nice. Nice and smooth, nice and smooth, smooth. Oh, nice, Bill. All right, throttle control. Yep, just flip, 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 flip. Nice. And then bring it in, final turn here, off camber. Way to grab that e-brake. I'm having fun riding with you, that's all I can say.
You know, I feel I ran like 9 times better because it's for some racers you got the original talent, which I think I have. I just needed a little bit of direction, and that was just absolutely perfect direction for me. My truck, well, the truck was designed, basically around the mufflers, obviously, and I wanted something totally different. It was a partner of mine from No Limit Engineering. He came up with the idea of doing an S10 with a wide body kit, which was a pre-runner style, of a body kit. And mostly they're on pre-runners and lifted way up. But we wanted to put some 335s, 30s all the way around it and do some autocrossing, some drifting, some road course, and rallycross. I got an LS3 in it with about 600 horsepower. Yeah, with the 5-speed. And the truck only weighs about 2,600 with me in it.
And now we're back with our second driver, Aaron. How you doing, Aaron?
Good, how about you?
Good, man. I see you got your beautiful 2003 350Z. Have you done any drifting in it?
I brought it to the track about 3 times. That's pretty much it.
3 times. And how did you feel out there in those 3 times drifting?
It was really fun.
Okay.
Exciting.
Now, are you ready to learn a little bit from our professional driver here?
I'm ready.
Okay, jump out here, Odie. Odie Bakshish.
Oh, dude, what's up?
Hey, how's it
I'm
going,
a big
man?
fan.
Cool. You ready to do this?
Yeah.
As you know, Odie he's done some rally driving in the past, and he was 2011's Formula Drift Rookie of the Year. So I think he can give you a little instruction out here.
All right.
Okay.
Here's the slalom, meaning you just go in and out of these cones. Don't hit a cone. It's better to go slower than to hit a cone.
Okay.
The cones are going to be major deductions. And we grip basically the majority of the track. We just start drifting the set S section right here.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. And I'll tell you while I'm driving, I'm not going to concentrate on the driving so much. I'm going to kind of just walk you through the whole track. And I'm going to tell you what line to kind of take, what's the better, faster line. And just observe where I'm driving the car. I'm going to drive it a little slower so you could kind of really see the correct line, or the line that will allow you to go faster.
I'm ready.
All right, man, let's do it. All right. So just slalom, try to keep it tight. And outside of this course, nice and tight, because we want to go through it with speed so we get that good time.
All right.
And the course shuts down right here. Attack this slalom. I would say just keep it in first gear and avoid those cones, and really just try to keep it tight. That'll get us through it the fastest. From there on, slam it into second gear the whole track. Try to keep it tight everywhere. When we get to the drifting portion, attack that. You could e-brake in. Watch out for the transition. Don't snap it too hard. And
What do you mean snap?
when you transition, if you lay the gas down and you transition heavily with the throttle and the steering, it'll over-rotate your car. So just try to be smooth right there. All right, nice and tight. Gentle with the throttle. warming up, so this ain't the way you want. Keep it together. The front is pushing a lot. So we're just gonna have to keep the front end from pushing. And I think the way we can combat that, I'm kind of observing your driving style. I'll give you some pointers. I think we'll have that under control, man.
All right, thanks, man.
Good job, man. I really like the way you entered that first drift section. If the car starts to push, grab that e-brake and put it back in check, you know?
Okay.
So let's try that. Now let's, on the grip part, the drift section.
Damn.
Let's try that again. Yeah! All right, that was a good one, man. Yeah, keep the composure here. All right.
Drifting with the All-Stars has been brought to you by Grid Autosports. Pre-order Grid Autosport now to get the Black Edition, available June 24th. And by ARP, the world leader in fastener technology. And by Steel Rubber, quality crafted rubber parts and weather stripping. And by Flowmaster, the exhaust technology company. Welcome back to Drifting with the All-Stars. Bill Speed now will be our first student. This is from the first ever episode of Drifting with the All-Stars. As you know, Bill did so well on this, he went on to become one of the mentors and instructors. Bill owns the Black Widow truck you're seeing him drive right now. Now remember, Bill had never drifted before, but he had a lot of experience driving that Black Widow truck. Bill doing very well in the grip section. Now he'll start to enter the drifting section. Through the gates and didn't touch a cone. Bill drifting, almost lost it, but managed to control it. Excellent drifting right there as you're on board with Bill Speed. And he spins the tires across the finish line.
Ready, set, go.
So now Aaron will take his shot. First, of course, weaving through the cones, didn't touch any of them. You're on board with Aaron. Aaron going through the grip section around the turn, does well on the apex. Aaron giving Bill a run for his money. Aaron learned very well from his instructors. You can see by his driving technique, he'll finish out the grip section and now he'll start the drift section. Drifting nicely, got through both gates. Another good drift. Oh, and he got a cone. And he spins it out. Now, Aaron shouldn't feel too bad because Bill did an unbelievable job for his first time ever at drifting.
Aaron, how did you feel about your run? You hit a cone and you had to spin out of death.
Well, when I was spinning out, I was just like, oh no, like I let Odie down, and I really look up to him. I felt really bad.
You let Odie down. That is sweet of you. How do you think you did, Odie?
I think he was doing great. And spinning out, you just get nervous, so I understand, but I think he's doing really good up until then.
Okay, and how do you think you did on your time?
Good enough for a beginner.
Right? How did he do?
Well, even with the spin and hitting a cone, you still had a real respectable time of 1:19, which is good. But it all falls into the hands of our judge, Dave, over there.
Well, I've only got a leeway of 5 seconds up or down. He tried really hard. This is what we're out here for, have fun, beginners learning how to drift. I don't want to add insult to injury, so I'm just going to stay with a 0 on it. No plus, no minus. Good run.
And that takes us to our winner at 1 minute and 4 seconds, Bill.
All right. Good job.
Yeah! Yes, man.
Well,
Thanks to Kyle here.
Fantastic job, man. Really good job out there in that hot rod truck.